Alright, so in this video, I'll be talking through the slides that we went over in class the day that we started the Tidewater Landing Stadium project. The purpose of this video is so that if you were not in class that day, you can get caught up to what we're doing and try and be on the same page as we're moving forward. So the Tidewater Landing Stadium project, I know it's different than what we have been doing in Algebra 2 up to this point. We're kind of shifting our focus from problem solving to mathematical modeling. Right, and this is a different way of thinking. I'll just read straight from here. So mathematical modeling is when we use math to represent and better understand real-world situations. By creating equations or graphs based on real-life data or patterns, we can make predictions, test ideas, and explore possible outcomes. It helps us solve problems in areas like science, sports, business, and everyday life. Even though models are simplifications, they give us a powerful way to think about how the world works. So rather than trying to find a particular answer to a particular problem, mathematical problem that is, um, using the various strategies we've learned, we're trying to now think about a real life situation and how can we represent that real life situation with math to understand it better. And importantly, now I'm reading below, the goal is not to get one right answer, but to consider what our answers mean in the context of the problem. We will want to consider the following questions. What does the model tell us? What does it leave out? Right, so this is an important difference between what we've been doing before. We're no longer trying to find the answer, we're trying to understand a situation. And so this project, we're going to be exploring a real life situation using mathematical models. So the situation we're going to be exploring is the Tidewater Landing Stadium. The Tidewater Landing Stadium is almost finished and will host its first Rhode Island FC soccer game on Saturday, May 3rd. Many local sports fans are excited for the new team, especially after the Pawtucket Red Sox left for Worcester, Massachusetts in 2021. Supporters of this project believe that the stadium will help improve the city by bringing more jobs, businesses, and tax money to the area. So, all of you guys should be familiar with the stadium right next to Blackstone that's opening up. Um, a lot of people are very excited about this. They think it will be good for the community because it'll bring jobs, businesses, tax money. I want you to think about what do you think about this stadium opening up? Are you planning on going to any of the games? Are you excited about it? Kind of, what is your connection to the stadium? Um, because alongside the people who are very excited about it, there's also some people who are not as excited about it. Right, reading here. However, the project has also caused some debate. The stadium was originally supposed to cost $59 million, but due to delays in rising prices, it ended up costing over $130 million. About $54 million of that will be paid for using public money through bonds. This means that the state will borrow the money now and slowly pay it back over the next 30 years. Some people are worried that the stadium won't bring in enough tax money to cover the cost of the bonds. They also think that the public money could have been spent on more important things like schools, roads, or housing. Right, so we have some people who are very excited about the project. We have some people who have some concerns. Right, specifically, the stadium was super expensive, originally supposed to cost 59 million, but due to delays in rising prices ended up over 130 million. Importantly, 54 million of that will be paid for using public money through bonds. Um, this word paid for with public money through bonds, that means that the state is borrowing the money. So people are giving money right now, and that money is used to build the stadium. But that means that the state will be paying back those people for the next 30 years. So this $54 million of public money, right, of tax, of like money that will be paid for, like that will be repaid using tax money, um, the state will be responsible for that for the next 30 years. So people who are really excited about the stadium think it's great. People who are worried about the cost are saying we could have put the tax money to better use. But remember, part of the benefits of the stadium was that it would bring more tax money. So the people who are in favor of it are saying that yes, it costs 54 millions of dollars of public money, but over the course of the next 30 years, the stadium might bring in enough tax money to cover the cost of the bonds. So we have this question, right? And this is what we're going to be analyzing in this project. Will Rhode Island FC generate enough tax revenue over the next 30 seasons to pay back the 54 million in public investment? Right, the government has borrowed $54 million. They've spent it building this fancy new stadium for Rhode Island FC to play in. The logic there is that the team might bring enough economic activity, might generate enough tax revenue to pay back that public investment. But some people doubt that that will happen. Some people doubt that they'll make enough money. So we're going to create a model to try and figure out, will they generate enough tax money or will they not? You can work alone or in pairs, no groups of three. Each group will have a unique model, right? That means that like you are choosing your own values. Your model should not or need not look like anyone else's in the class. There's no right answer here, right? I don't know what the answer to this question is, and I don't even know what all of our models are going to say the answer to the question is. It could be the case that the whole class creates their model, and the result is that all of them say that they won't make back the money. There's also the potential for everyone in the class to say that they will make enough money to pay back the loans. We're going to be exploring that together. In the end, you're going to create a position paper where you argue one way or another. You either argue yes, they will, or no, they won't make back this $54 million. So how Yeah, and I invite you to take a moment before we get into the math, just think about, where do you land on this issue? Do you think it'll be profitable enough? They'll definitely make enough money to make it worth it, or definitely not? It's a waste of public money. They should have done something better with it. There is a packet that if we scroll down here, and this is the Tidewater Landing Stadium packet, covers all of these pages, but this is what is going to guide you as you complete the model. All right, so hopefully that gives you more of an idea of what this project looks like. And yeah, come talk to me and we can figure out what your next steps should be.